not fire, but promote the person who was selling drugs in his office. I have an ad up to date from the undercover agent who made that buy.
What was the person's name? What's the person's name who was selling drugs, you say, illegally? Who was that person?
Yeah, I don't know the person's name. All I know is it is Ms. Almay, who was the undercover agent. She's doing an ad for us right now that's running all over Ohio, talking about making those buys in his office, talking about a continuous scandal throughout his office, and also talking about the fact that he didn't fire this person. He promoted
Well, did this person ever get arrested? Was this person ever arrested or convicted?
There was no charges filed, and there's articles written in the Cleveland Plain Dealer and the Columbus Dispatch, if you go back at that period of time, which basically say that you can't quite figure out why charges were never made.
Okay, what year was this?
The ball got dropped somewhere.
What year was this?
We're talking now, the buy itself was made in 1986. The point of this, Chris, is there's a long pattern.
You're talking about what your opponent's office did 20 years ago. You can't give me the name of the person involved. You've admitted the person was never charged or convicted.
No, Chris, there's long history in the papers. I'll invite you to go and look at the papers. My point is this. It is a pattern. He goes from there and he runs for Congress 2 years later after the voters throw him out of office. He runs for Congress, he wins, he incurs a tax debt, does not pay his taxes until the state of Ohio forces him to. The state of Ohio takes legal action against him. 19 months go by, he pays his taxes. Then we go into his 14-year career in the United States House of Representatives. 14 years. Here's what he's got for 14 years. 4 bills. 1 bill to rename a federal building in Medina, Ohio, and the other 3 bills having to do with helping Taiwan attend a World Health Conference in Switzerland. That's what he's done. And so, it's a fundamental difference between the two of us, and that is beginning clearly to resonate among voters in this state.
Well, isn't it kind of embarrassing to having been a good senator from Ohio and respected without a mark on you to have to go back and dig up this scum? Don't you feel embarrassed you're doing this, Senator? You wouldn't be talking about this if you weren't well behind in this race.
You know what's embarrassing is to be run against someone who's got such a sorry record. He ought to be embarrassed by that.
But he's been elected 7 times.
It's a pattern. Well,
but how can he have an embarrassing record if he's elected 7 times in a row now?
Chris, here's the record he's done in Congress. We know a lot of congressmen get reelected. That doesn't mean they have a good record. His record is 14 years, 4 bills. It's bad.
Okay, please come back. We'll be right back with Senator Mike DeWine of Ohio. You're watching MSNBC's live coverage of the decision 2006, with just 4 days to go before voting day.